Okay, good morning. This is the walkthrough for the S&P for Thursday, the 21st. You'll see that we opened up. We came down to this 94 quarter. We traded through that by a point. Came up here within 3 ticks. Came down here. We did remember yesterday's low right here, which was 93 quarters. We did trade down to 91 quarter. So we held this area down here again. There's a 10-point candle. And then we probed up above here, hung around this area, and then we did finally get this push up here. So what I am looking for is we didn't necessarily use this as support again here after we broke it. So it's not out of the question that we could pull back here, although not super ideal. That could happen. We didn't really use this yet, so this 04 half. So very possible that we come back to that 04 half. And also, here we have, I'm going to make this smaller so you can see what I'm actually looking at. We kind of used this price here already within a point. So not ideal that we would get a lot of sellers up here. And it's not out of the question, but it's not super ideal that we get a ton of sellers up here. We could get some sellers for a pullback. I don't know that that's where we're necessarily looking for like a high to get put in for right now. So if you look at yesterday, just a note to make about this. All this selling happened prior to the release of the FOMC meeting minutes. This is the first candle on the release. And since then, we've had some fairly consistent buying. They've been buying up all the dips as that's been going along. So the Fed is not planning to raise rates, and they're not planning to lower rates in December. And I think that the market overall, if they would have said, hey, we're going to raise rates a quarter of a point, I think the market overall is probably going to like that approach that the Fed is taking. So, again, not super ideal that we get a bunch of sellers in here. And I'm going to make this quite a bit smaller so you can see what I'm talking about here. But see how we haven't really used this? So let me tell you what I mean when I say we've used it. We break below it. So this got used. Can you see that right here? It came down, it used this. It came up here, it used this. It broke it over here, it came down, and it came all the way down here and came back up here and used this. And then it came down here, and you see it broke this, and then it didn't use it right here when it came back up. So it didn't use this price. It came up a bit higher, up to this area. And then it came back down here, and big gap down, and then boom here. But then it came back up here, and it used it over here in this area. And see how we came back to it close, but we haven't come all the way back to it. So it's not out of the question that we could use this 04 quarter area. We've used this, so less ideal for the sellers there. It's certainly something to keep an eye on, that's for sure. And then see how we haven't really used this price either. So this 21.75, we could see that up to there. Now, if we can get up above this 21.75, then we very likely see 33 half and even higher into new all-time highs. So this isn't smooth sailing by any means if we can get up here, but it is a And then, by the way, we don't have 42. So 33.5 and then 42 if we were to really start to take off. So here you have, again, up above 2175. Sorry, that's tough to see, I know that, but I'm trying to get a bigger picture view of the market here. So below, above this 2175, we could see these prices in the coming days here, and then below this price again, we would think that that would be a real breakdown if they were to break down below here. And that would be for this 73 area. So this would be a pretty major break here. So breaking here should get us back down to here, and breaking here would be down for that 73 area. And of course you got to watch this low because they've bought this a couple of times. And remember the prices we gave you yesterday, we said that like 86.5 area and 82 or 83.5, I can't remember exactly what it was, but we said those would be areas to watch, and that holds true for today as well. So we'll be commenting on this as we go along, and hopefully that's helpful here for today.